welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Here where we need ya. Here where we need ya. Yeah, the T's in the lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. I thought I was done with the post radio show promo stuff, but apparently I didn't finish posting some stuff to what is it called, Instagram stories. So I'm gonna have to work on that. That's awesome. But the final prints of this project is being printed, and I'm almost done with that. Kind of, it's got a couple more pieces. I think I should be good then. So I was checking out the battery. So it rained earlier, but the sun is out again. So I'm hoping that by the time it's evening, I'll have enough battery power to where I'll be able to run this printer here, the larger one, overnight. So we'll see. So untilit.works, welcome. It's a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, such as these 3D printing items that I've been creating and shipping all over the place, which is now done. Now I can actually, so now that that's done, which is dope, that is a great experience. I'll be able to start something now newer and move more stuff. So pretty cool. All right. Untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, focus work, working on you're working on, try to make some progress. Break sessions are these where I'll pop up on the website to remind you to take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. The whole point is to let your mind relax and not focus on the thing that you've just been working on. Now, like I mentioned, I'll pop up on here on the screen, but if you ever come to the site in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen, and that's because browsers allow to play video with audio, and that's why the notice there saying you may need to play to start the stream. Next to that is the open close caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And if you click that button, a space will open up, and hopefully the words I am saying will be transcribed accurately and put into that space. Then there's 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. I'll fix it at some point, probably not. And if you'd like to, there's a countdown timer account when the next work session will start. And then if you'd like to join the room to chat or ask questions, you can do that with that link there. Cool. So that is the break session. Let's show what the work session looks like. Give you a tour of that. Now in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the left, there's an audio player. So if you want to listen to some music while you're working on what you're working on, you can do that there. Here towards the center is the to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button. You'll then add it to the list of tasks. You can click the text to edit the task. You can click the X button to delete it. Or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. That'll then send it to the done section. Now, if you click the done header, it will show you all the things you got completed. And if you click the Twitter icon, you open up Twitter in a new tab or window, and it will pre-populate a tweet listing all the things you got completed. And so you can click send. And then, for me, it's like a nice visual way of showing I got some stuff done going into the week, feeling good, even though I don't get anything else done for the rest of the week. At least I know I put some time into these projects. In the right column, there's a countdown timer count when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. Now, if you don't have a particular thing that you want to work on, and you heard that web development sounds cool, but you don't know where to really start, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think if you complete those programs, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. All right. Yeah, so those are there. if you're already into web development, I have a another thing that you can like start, because if maybe you are into web development, but you want a project maybe to kind of get started, and you can like start and finish pretty quickly and get the creative juices going, and maybe you can extend that project or create something brand new. I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform, and I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are look over tutorials. And so one of them is, I think they're pretty cool, is that you follow the tutorial, you create this application, has an input box and a call button. You put your real world phone number in the input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring. And then you'll be able to have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one that's the opposite, where you get a virtual number, you connect that to the application you create following that tutorial, and then from your real world phone, you can call that virtual number and answer in that web application and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where 2 users like log into an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation. So some cool stuff, I think. Hako we'll come back to. Show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up and walk you through that process. And then the highlight thing, don't worry about it, it's part of the stuff that's broken. Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, or maybe you want some feedback, you can create a Hako, which is a room that you can then invite people to join. And the hope is that together as a collective, you're able to come up with the feedback or the help that you're looking for. So if you're to click View Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether you like to request to join the room. I also add the ability for a keyword list, so you can filter by any keywords or any subjects that you may be looking for. Now, when you click Create a Hako, you're presented with a form. You put in a title and 3 keywords. You hit Create, it will generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. You got the title here at the top. Over on the right, you can leave with the leave button, or if you want to open the menu for some more options, you can do that there. On the left-hand side is on the right, we have a chat, but we'll come back to that. On the left-hand side, we have a countdown timer. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they doesn't automatically join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile, to see whether or not you'd like to request to join, have that person join your room, so you can approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and then kick them out your room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen, because again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by being able to share your screen with others, they'll be able to see what you're seeing, and you'll be able to provide the context for them to get you that help or feedback. Now, the way you communicate with the Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, and it'll add it to the list of messages. Now, I also added the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along, because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I have the opposite available, where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat and maybe you're on another tab looking up something, you'll still be able to follow along, because messages put into the text chat would be read out aloud by your browser. And yeah, again, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And yeah, that's that. Cool. So I'm going to get y'all back to work so that I can get back to work, because like I mentioned, we got another print that's about to be finished. One of the prints, it ran out of filament, so I had to fill that back up. So that's going to take a little bit while, but I think I'm getting there. So I only have like a couple more things to print, then I'll be able to turn those off and then put all the battery power to this one to help it go through and print through the night. And so, yeah, dope. So I got to finish up some post-radio show promo stuff, and that I thought I finished, but I did not. So let me get y'all back to work. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is Anthony Cruz, a.k.a. A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy, and peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want wanna say thank you for being there when the brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread love like yeah. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to